this video, I will discuss some questions based on your similarity. Now observe here, one triangle ABC given. They have also given that DE parallel BC. Three values are given in a triangle and one unknown value here you have to find out. Now what you will do, here previously you have studied one theorem that in a triangle, if one side is parallel, in a triangle, if we are getting one side which intersect two sides of a triangle at two distinct points and it will be parallel to another side, it means if we are getting DE parallel BC, then based on your theorem we can write AD upon DB which is equals to AE upon EC. So that concept I am applying here, AD upon DB which is equals to AE upon EC. Now here AD is given 1.5 centimeter, DB is given 3 centimeter which is equals to AE 1 centimeter upon EC. Both will be cancel out, 1.5 2s are. So 1 by 2 equals to 1 centimeter upon EC. Do cross multiplication here. So EC into 1 will be EC, 2 into 1 will be 2 centimeter. Like that you can find out one unknown value by applying your theorem. Now observe this next question. Here you have to state that EF parallel to QR or not. How you will determine that these both are parallel? Converse theorem you have studied that if the sides are in proportion or in a ratio, then you can write that EF parallel QR. So what I have to show here? Here I have to show PE upon EQ which is equals to PF upon FR. So that I will do here. So PE upon EQ, first of all I will find. PE is 3.9 centimeter and EQ is given 3 centimeter. 3 cut 1.33. So here you will get answer 1.3 centimeter. Okay, centimeter cancel out. So ratio you are getting 1.3. Similarly, PF upon FR. Your PF value is 3.6 centimeter whole divided by FR value 2.4 centimeter. Centimeter will cut. If I will remove decimal, I will get 36 upon 24. 12 2s are 12 3s are. So here you are getting 3 by 2, that is 1.5. Now you can observe here PE upon EQ is not equals to PF upon FR. So therefore EF is not parallel to QR. Here you will conclude that therefore EF is not parallel to QR. Similarly, we will see this second case. Observe. Here also I will check that same ratio PE upon EQ. Here PE 4 centimeter, EQ given 4.5 centimeter. Centimeter cut. This one to remove decimal, what I will do, I will multiply numerator denominator by 10. So here like that I am getting 5 8s and 5 9s. Second thing, PF upon FR. Your PF value is 8 centimeter. FR value is 9 centimeter. Both will be cancelled out, 8 by 9. Now observe, both of its ratio is same. PE by EQ is equals to PF by FR. Both of its ratio is coming same, that is 8 by 9. So here I will write, therefore PE upon EQ is equals to PF upon FR. So therefore EF parallel QR. So like that you can apply this theorem to find out one value of unknown, and also you can apply this its converse theorem to determine that side which is given which intersected in a two different sides at two distinct points, is it parallel or not. Now by applying this same theorem, I will explain you one more. They have given here in a question ln parallel CB and LN parallel CD, and we have to prove that AM upon AB is equals to AN upon AB. Now, observe here what is given, LN parallel CB. Here what all things are given to us, that thing obviously we have to use to prove the given statement. So here they have given LN parallel to CB. If they have given LN parallel to CB, so based on your theorem I can write down AL upon CL, which is equals to AM upon BN. Now observe what you want. We want here AM upon AB. Here I want AB. This part anyhow I have to remove. But in this denominator I want AB. Here BM is where? This one. If I will add this quantity, so I will get, now observe. Here I have written both of its ratio is same. In a previous question we have determined that two quantities ratios were coming 8/9. So this is equals to, suppose like that one ratio, it means it is same quantity. So any value I can add, any value I can subtract in numerator or denominator on both these sides to balance my inequality. So what I will do, I will add a numerator on both these sides in a denominator. So AL upon AL plus CL, which is equals to AM upon AM plus BN. Now observe what we are getting. AL upon AL plus CL is nothing but your side AC, which is equals to AM upon AM plus BN is nothing but your side AB. Let this one is be your equation number 1. Now, similarly, second thing what is given to you here, they have given LN parallel CD. One more thing they have given, LN parallel CD. So based on this what I can write, here also that same theorem if I apply, so I can write it here, AL upon CL. AL upon CL, which is equals to AN upon BN. Now observe what we want here. Here I want AN upon AD. AD means what? This whole side. So here also, just like in a previous part, I can add a numerator in a denominator on both the sides to balance the concept of equality. So here I will write AL upon AL plus CL, which is equals to AN upon AN plus BN. So what we'll get here? AL upon AL plus CL is nothing but again your side AC, which is equals to AN upon AN plus DN is your whole side AD. Let this one be your equation number 2. Now, AL upon AC, which is equals to AM upon AB. Observe the same second equation. So, from 1 and 2, in place of this AL by AC, I can write down AN by AD. So, therefore, from 1 and 2, we can write AM upon AB, which is equals to AN upon AD. So like this you can apply your theorem to prove your desired result. Hope it is understood.